So I want to talk to you about your window of opportunity, your window of availability. Is your window open? Is your window closed? I could go on, but let's talk about misjudging when having your window open is appropriate. Talk about that in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. So sometimes we need to do things during a particular period of time when they're most effective, when we have the ability to do so, and we have to make decisions about that. I recently started a new package called Narrate Your Own Book, and I got feedback from one of the authors who was considering joining it saying, I don't need this right now because I haven't even finished my book yet. And what that told me was that they had an idea in their head and there was no nudging it as to when it was going to be appropriate for them to learn how to narrate their own book. And it wasn't going to be until they were done with the writing of their book. So that's an assumption that you make that may or may not be appropriate, may or may not be effective for you. There are all kinds of advantages to getting that training before you're done with your book so that you could, for example, simultaneously release the print version, the ebook version, and the audio version. But some people are linear in their thinking and they go, I want to do this, then I want to do this, and then when I'm done with this, I'm going to do this, as opposed to I'll prepare for this in this way. So the window being open, the opportunity being open varies among people. And it's interesting to see what kind of assumptions we make about these things. We make about how we plan for the future and how we take things in order, either in parallel or sequentially. All kinds of things to think about. But I would always advise you to consider the options and check your assumptions at the door. It ended up where this author, she joined Narrate Your Own Book, and she's written me recently and said, I'm really glad you gave me that answer about maybe reconsidering whether my window is open or closed. And she's having a ball. It's great, and I'm having a ball teaching her, so it's fun. This notion of having things planned and having them in a particular order and in a particular sequence and having dependabilities, that depends that I do this, it depends if I finish that. There are options, and you should consider those things. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if this is something that makes sense to you, if it's something that maybe will help you be a little bit more efficient, a little bit more prepared. I don't know. I just bring it up because it's helped at least one of my students, and I hope it helps you. Hit the like button if you want to do so. You can also join the notification list and hit the notification bell and be told when a new episode comes out. Subscribe to the channel. You can give me a comment below and let me know what you think about all this. I'm David H. Lawrence, 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.